Hi, this is Pat, and I'm going to give you a short tutorial on Premiere Pro. A couple problems I've had before. When I opened my video at first, only a small part was on the screen. It was terrible, so I had to go back to 10% or 25%. Then I would click on the picture, and then these bounding lines would be like this because only part of the picture would be in there, and I couldn't figure out why or what was going on. And the online Adobe help didn't help at all. The forums didn't help. But what I figured out is this. Let me just go back to the fit. When you got your video, you click. You got the video right here. Okay. Then you click on this new item, just click on that and click on sequence. And what you do with your sequence, you've got to look at your video size. It's 1920 by 1080, 59, almost 60 frames a second. And you've got to check on these different boxes. The AVC Intra, that didn't work. It couldn't have the right, it didn't have a 60 frame per second. So I went down to the next one, and I went down to 1080, 60 frames per second, and that gave me the 1920 by 1080 screen, just like you see up here, 1920 by 1080 picture size, and also 59 point, almost 60 frames a second, which gives you 60 frames a second. Then I hit OK, and then when you drag this in a timeline, of course, your picture is going to fill the entire screen. You won't have it way blown out of shape where you're only getting this small part of the picture because you have the sequence set right at this stage of the game. Then something I've figured out too for exporting the best video quality. Again, I was on a forum. It didn't do any good on two forums. I got no answers. But to create a DVD type quality picture, if you go File, Export, Media, I found one that works very well is cancel for a second. I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to cut this way down in size. I don't need to have such a large first display for this tutorial. Then I'm going to go on to the MPEG-2 DVD. And then I go to best quality, and I scroll down here, and I go to double pass. It just gives you a little better quality picture. And I just hit export. I'm going to do you a dual pass. Then export. And I'll be able to find it when it's all finished. Now here's the original video. I'm going to play it and just stop it at about, we'll see. Right here, it's shortly before my wife got into the picture. I'm going to do a screen capture. And this is the original once again. The MPEG-2 I just did, dual pass. Double click on that. Maximize the screen. When it blows in on them, once I get the blow up, I'm going to pause it. And I'm going to do a print screen on this one. So do a File, Export, Media once more. We'll try and do the H264. I don't think that worked last time. H264. Enter. And again, I crawl on to here, and I go to 2 pass. Hit export. I'm going to try and do a screen capture of the H264 and just see if that's any better. As you see, this is the original one. And I almost like these more. It just seems like, look at the number in his shirt. It's a little bit darker and a little better contrast. I almost think these two are a little better than the original, which is pretty neat. That's the original. And this is Tyler in the tree. And this is again Tyler in the tree. If you look at the tree detail, it seems to be a bit better in this one. little sharper edges. And it looks like the 264, which is a larger file, is the best. The H264, that was like 3 times the file size, I believe. Yeah, like 39 megabytes as opposed to 7.28 megabytes, so it's quite a bit larger file. I hope this helps you a little bit, but basically going and saving as the H264 seems to be the very best, although it's 4 times the file size. The MPEG2 with a dual pass seems to be almost as good, much smaller file size. So take it from there. I hope this helps you. Give me a like comment if this did you some good. Thank you for watching.